Welcome to Presence with Peacock Voices, our YouTube channel where we discuss how mastering the human voice will allow you to become the leader and communicator that you want to be. Today, we are going to talk about the number one reason why clients come to us, and that is when there is a disconnect between their message and how people perceive their message. So often we have clients saying, I am being misunderstood despite careful language choices. I feel like I'm trying to be a direct communicator and people are telling me I come off as harsh. Or I feel like I am showing all of these really strong leadership qualities and I keep getting feedback that I just don't have that executive presence, right? So this is all a part of making sure that how you say your message matches the intent of your message. Hi, how are you? And hi, how are you? Are not the same thing. They don't telegraph the same meaning to the listener, right? Hi, my name is Margaret Izardoscui. Hi, my name is Margaret Izardoscui. Those two introductions are going to change how you look at me, right? And so this is what we work on with the vast majority of our clients. This happens a lot of the times when we have clients who say, my ideas are so good. I have the best ideas, but people aren't hearing them. I have no problems with the content of what I am saying, but for some reason, it is just not landing. And so many people before they come to us have changed how they dress, have worked on power poses, have been really specific about language choices, and it still isn't working. And the reality is, it's not the content, it is the delivery. What you say is not as important as how you say it. A few years back, I was looking around and I noticed so much miscommunication happening because of that very fact, because people's intent was not matching how they were using their voices. I was talking with friends and family who would tell me that they were being misunderstood at work, left, right, and center, that they weren't getting promotions they wanted, that they were getting bad feedback, all because their ideas weren't being heard the way they wanted them to be heard, because they were being misunderstood. And it really boils down to how they were delivering. How you say something is so very important. It is more important than what it is that you say. So how do you go about matching your intent with your message so that, again, we bridge this gap between message and perception? Well, the first thing you have to do is learn your voice. You have to learn how to use your voice. You have to get flexibility and you have to choose your voice, so that every time you go to speak, it is authentically you and how you want to be heard in the world. If you haven't heard our vocal brand video or watched that yet, go ahead and check it out. Head to our LinkedIn or our Instagram page to see a bunch of exercises we have for building out your vocal brand. Our blog has an article on it in there, but really building out your vocal brand and your identity, getting to know your voice. This is the first step to bridging that gap between message and perception. The second thing I want you to do is I want you to listen to the people around you. I want you to listen to your colleague who has that skill set. Let's say you're coming off as not the leader that you want to be. Okay, listen to somebody who sounds like the leader you want to be. What are the vocal characteristics that they're employing? You're coming off as a little harsh. Find a colleague who's really charismatic. Listen to what vocal characteristics they're using. Make a list. See what you like. See what you don't like. I'm not telling you to copy somebody else's voice. I'm telling you to observe what you like so you can start to integrate it into your own speech pattern. The third thing I want you to do is practice. I want you to really practice integrating these things, these characteristics into your speech pattern. You can read aloud from a book. You can take a presentation. Just build it into your speech pattern. We don't practice in high stakes conversations, right? That's for when you're at home, when you're with your work buddy, somewhere that's comfortable for mistakes. But try and build this in. See if you can build your endurance and your flexibility for these vocal characteristics. And then finally integrate. Try to integrate all of these characteristics into your speech pattern at work, into your communication style at work. Maybe if you're somebody who tends to come off as more harsh in meetings, before you walk into a meeting, remind yourself of the vocal characteristics that you want to employ to come off as more charismatic or more friendly or more approachable or fill in the blank, right? Maybe if you're somebody who doesn't have those leadership qualities in your presence, walk into that next meeting with your boss having reviewed the vocal characteristics that you view as the type of leadership that you want to embody. That way, you're ready to integrate it in that next meeting. In the end, if you take the time to understand your voice and to understand what vocal characteristics are going to help you achieve your goals, you will be understood the way you want to be understood. You will bridge that gap between message and perception so that those two are the same. What you want people to hear is what they hear. What you want people to see is what they see. All you have to do is take the time to understand your voice, understand what tools you need in order to send the message you're looking to send, because how you say something is so much more important than what it is that you say. As always, I hope this was really interesting. I hope you learned something new, you have something else to play with and explore in your own time. And I look forward to seeing you next time.